Alright guys, we are back once again with more Sparking Zero content. I want to help you guys out today talking about the moment you get into this game, what are the settings that you should change, and there is a few of them, so let's make sure we talk about them. Right when you boot up this game, it's going to ask you a few different things to go through and set. Some of them are preference-based, and some of them are things that I highly recommend that you actually change. So for starters, this is going to be preference-based, but I actually do recommend for new players that you play on your control style of standard. Now we have Classic, which is very good for a lot of veterans who are used to this series and are just comfortable with this control style already. Might as well stick with it in that case, but if you have not played this game before, any of the Budokai Tenkaichi games, or you're just interested in the new style of this game, I would highly recommend you play Standard because it is a very good system overall. This new system makes it easier for defensive options, and it honestly simplifies the whole system in general. Not in a way that makes it where it feels like it's easier to do things and you're doing less work, but more that when it comes to guarding, it just makes more sense, and it's a lot more streamlined in that sense. But you're still having to guard correctly, so it's not like this is like easy mode or anything like that. It's just, it makes a little bit more sense. All right. Moving on from that, obviously you want to enable anime music. Why would you not have that on? I mean, come on. Then we're going to have our brightness setting. This is also preference based off your monitor, but I actually, for me, for the most part, I usually do stick at right in the middle because it works for me. This game is a little bit bright, so if it hurts your eyes, then you can also turn that down. Okay, now we're going to get to some of the more important features. So one of the most important things that I recommend you change is you're going to have motion blur quality right here, and you're going to have camera shake right here. I definitely recommend that you turn these both off. Motion blur with this fast, high-paced game where you're flying around and stuff like that, it's going to hurt your eyes, along with camera shake, which is shaking the camera while you're going through all this crazy madness, fighting these like fast-paced characters and stuff. You're going to want to turn both these off. I definitely recommend it, or else your eyes are going to be hurting by the end of the day, I promise. It's just definitely worth changing. Alright, now we're going on to accessibility. So there's a few things on here that I'm going to talk about, and as you can tell, most of these I actually have turned off. The reason why is because a lot of these systems are going to not play the game for you, but they're going to do things for you that you might not want to do. For instance, combo assist for a new player might actually be pretty useful because if you end up dropping like a combo, it will finish it for you, and that makes it a lot easier. However, follow-up attack, dragon dash, attack assist, stuff like that, they're going to end up using your meter to finish the attacks and stuff like that. So if you were doing in a combo that you maybe didn't want to spend meter on, it's going to spend the meter, and you know, you're out of luck if you wanted to save it. So I do recommend turning these off. It is fun for when you're just starting the game maybe and you just want to press buttons or whatever, but learning the game, definitely recommend turning those off. Along with that, we have guard assist, which automatically guards most attacks for you. This one I definitely recommend turning off because if you have this on, it's really hard to get your counters off because the game is going to prioritize guarding. So you're not going to get exactly what you want most of the time when you actually are trying to like parry or counter an attack. It's just kind of a weird system that I recommend turning off because maybe for like a beginner, but it is going to mess you up when you actually start learning this game. Recovery assist I don't think is too big of a deal. I wouldn't mind having that on. It just gets you up faster. I think that's a decent system to have on. Other than that, we have Revenge Counter Assist, and I actually do recommend that you turn this off as well. Then other than that, I think the last thing I could even talk about realistically is the VSync setting, which I currently have on so I don't have any screen tearing. But if you do have issues with your game running at the right quality and it's not running smooth, even though it's running at the quality you want it to run at, you can turn VSync off. Will be a little bit of screen tearing, but it will run smoother, will be tighter, and it will feel a little bit more precise. And that's going to be it. Hope this video guide helped you guys out today, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.